and welcome to a special Kidtricity Down Under. Now, please give me a nice welcome for the hosts of Kidtricity, Laddie the Platypus and Pastor Dave. Woo-hoo!
All right, good morning, good morning.
Hey, mate.
How are you this morning, Twinkle?
Well, Pastor Dave, to be honest, I'm a little scared. This time of the year, there are so many scary decorations and so many scary costumes. I feel kind of afraid.
That's understandable, Twinkle. Halloween can be a little scary, but you have to remember, boys and girls, all those decorations and costumes, are they real or just pretend? They're just pretend.
Well, I know, but sometimes I still feel scared. I think that something scary is gonna get me. It's like something scary is just gonna, I don't know, pop out and ow! Laddie, that wasn't nice. Ow! Oh, jeez, scared me.
Sorry about that, Twinkle.
Yeah, right.
I couldn't resist.
Platy, you shouldn't scare Twinkle like that.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Twinkle?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Now I'm even more scared. I'm gonna be jumping at every noise from now on till Halloween.
Well, Twinkle, there are things that can scare us in this world, but when I think about scary things, I always remember something very important. Do you know what I remember?
That you're braver than a jumping toucan?
No. I remember, boys and girls, who is always with me? God. I remember that God is always with me. He's even with me when I'm scared. And God is more powerful than anything in this world.
Really? Even more powerful than the scary stuff?
Boys and girls, what do you think? Is God more powerful than even the scary stuff? Yes! God is more powerful than anything.
Well, that's good advice, Pastor Dave. I'll remember that God is always with me. Hey! I'm starting to feel better already. God is always with me. Yep, I'm feeling good, feeling better. What's next in the land down under? Oh dear.
Here comes those two guys again.
Wow. That's what you get, Laddie, for scaring me. Huh. Sorry about that. I forgot that every time someone says the land down under, those guys come out. Woo! My bad. I completely wasn't thinking there. I better get going. So y'all just enjoy your special fall celebration Kidtricity today, right here, guess where? In the land down under.
I like it better when the toucan is scared.
Sorry, I'll be going now. Remember, God is always with you. Bye, y'all.
We say bye, Twinkle!
Bye.
All right. Well, boys and girls, come on in and find a seat to sit. Wow, Platy, what do we have next?
Next we have Grumpy Grampy. Have you seen him this morning?
No, boys and girls, have you seen Grumpy Grampy this morning? No? Is there something wrong with him?
Yes. He's ridiculously grumpy. But that's the norm for him. Now, I was just wondering if you had seen him because he promised he would dress up again for this year's Kidtricity Fall Celebration. I wonder what he's going to dress up as.
Well, boys and girls, I don't know. How many of you were here last year for the fall celebration? Do you remember last year? Grumpy Grampy dressed up as a giant banana. Do you remember that? Yeah. But after all the jokes that Platy made about him, I'm sure that this year he's going to have a more serious costume. But there's only one way to find out. You guys ready to see what Grumpy Grampy's costume is? Yeah. On the count of 3, we'll say, "Good day, Grumpy Grampy." Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good day, Grumpy Grampy. Wow! Grumpy Grampy, that is quite a costume.
I can't look away. It's so frightening, but also hysterical.
What? What's wrong with my costume?
It's cute. I don't know where to begin in answering that question.
Grumpy Grampy, I'm just a little surprised by your costume choice.
Why? I like unicorns. What's the problem?
No problem. Unicorns are great.
But after seeing your costume, I'll never look at a unicorn the same way again.
Oh, whatever. Come on, Rainbow. Let's go get out of here and take a nap.
All right, can we say bye, Grumpy Grampy? Wow. I was not expecting that, Platty.
Yeah, me neither. That was frightening.
Well, what do we have next, Platty?
I think it's supposed to be golf time with that golfer guy again, George Normal.
Oh, wait a minute. Boys and girls, do you think that's going to be a good idea? No, Grumpy Grampy never likes it when this guy tries to golf on his lawn.
Hey, maybe his unicorn costume will make him in a nicer mood. Come on out, George.
Hello, mateys. How you doing today?
Good.
Good. Today, it's time for some golf. Today, we're going to practice driving the ball. I think this lawn here is going to be perfect for it. Let's just go ahead and line up this down here.
George, I'm not... Uh-oh.
Hey! Get off my lawn! It's okay, I'm just going to take a quick shot here. Get off my lawn! Hey! Get off my lawn! Get him under control. Get out of here! Ah! Come on, Twinkle, let's get him.
A golfer gets attacked by a grumpy man riding a unicorn. You don't see that happening too often. All right. Anyway, what do we have next, Platty?
Next we have time. It's time to sing with Hans and Franz. Come on out, Hans and Franz.
Hello, I'm Hans.
And I am Franz.
And we are totally pumped up.
Right. Everybody say hi, Hans and Franz. Yeah, keep the enthusiasm low, then maybe they'll quit coming. All right. Hans and Franz, I see you have the guitar there. Have you written any new songs? Hopefully not songs about me being weak and wimpy like you typically write.
Oh yeah, we've written songs just for today's fall celebration.
Oh.
Hit it, Franz.
What will Pastor Dave before Halloween?
Halloween.
Will he be something nice or something mean?
Something mean.
Oh, he is a little baby.
Little baby.
Little baby.
Little baby.
Little baby.
Little baby.
Yeah, I think we got it. Hans and Franz, I don't think your music is very inspiring.
I think those songs are the best. Keep writing them.
Yeah, thank you, Platty. Yeah, thank you. Hans and Franz, earlier today we were talking about how Halloween can be kind of scary. Do the two of you ever get scared during Halloween?
No, we are never scared.
No.
We are too big and strong to be scared.
Yeah, the only thing scary during Halloween is how huge you are. Save me!
No!
Oh my goodness!
Get away from us! Run away! Run away!
Wait, Hans and Franz, boys and girls, did you just hear them? They said nothing scares you.
Nothing except a huge gorilla with huge muscles.
Right. All right, well, how about you guys come back and let's do a song today and not think about scary gorillas. Boys and girls, can you show me some deep? Can you show me some wide? Can you show me a fountain? All right, we're going to do a little deep and wide with Hans and Franz and our fitness fanatic. You guys ready? Here we go. deep and wide. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Deep and wide, deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. All right, friends, I want you to give me some new words for that song because it's this time of year, and today we're going to be trick-or-treating, and you're going to get lots of candy. I want to know, what are your favorite candies? And we're going to change the words to the song. So I'm going to go all the way back here. Maddie, what's your favorite candy? Milky Way. All right. So now instead of saying deep, we're going to say Milky Way. All right. Ready? You guys ready? Here we go. Milky Way and wide. Milky Way and wide. There's a fountain flowing. Milky Way and wide. Milky Way and wide. Milky Way and wide, there's a fountain flowing, Milky Way and wide. I'm gonna come all the way over here, see if somebody else has another candy. Oh my goodness, how about right here? What's your favorite candy? Laffy Taffy. All right, so now we're gonna have Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. Are you ready? Here we go. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy, there's a fountain flowing. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy, there's a fountain flowing. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. All right, give me another candy. Let's see, I'm gonna go all the way to the back. Oh, let's see. How about all the way back there? Sophie, what's your favorite candy? Yeah. Suckers. Oh, good one. All right, are you ready? Milky Way and Laffy Taffy, Milky Way and Laffy Taffy, there's suckers flowing. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy, Milky Way and Laffy Taffy, Milky Way and Laffy Taffy, there's suckers flowing. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. All right, I'm going to ask one more person, and this person I'm going to ask a very special person because this person is really maybe has different views on Halloween. Miss Nikki, who's a dentist, what's your favorite candy at Halloween? Caramel. Let's all say job security. All right. Here we go. Ready? Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. There's suckers. Caramel. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. There's suckers. Caramel. Milky Way and Laffy Taffy. Let's give Hans and Franz and Fitness Fanatic a big hand. Well, thank you guys for singing with us. We'll see you later.
Of course. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, little baby.
All right, thank you, thank you. Well, Platty, I know today that Gertie Birdie is taking a break, but do we still have our big question of the day? Do you think you can call out a bird for me?
Sure. Let's see. Hey, birdie, 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 birdie! Birdie! What up? Come on!
Hi there, Crow. Do you have our big question of the week?
I do! But first, there's something my fellow birds and I must do!
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Boys and girls, this happens every week. The birds say there's something they have to do. And what usually happens? The music begins playing, they start dancing, it gets out of control. So, is that what's going to happen today? Are you guys going to sing some bird song and do some wild dancing?
No! I promise. No song about birds.
Okay, good. Then what do you need to do?
Hit the music!
An eerie sight, and a monster from a slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash.
I thought you weren't going to have any songs about birds.
I said we wouldn't have any songs about birds. This is a monster mash. Let's dance!
Hey, Hans and Franz, don't encourage this. No.
No, it's too good not
to dance to. Yeah, let's eat.
All came from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode. They did the monster mash.
Okay, I think we're good. We're good. You can stop the music. We're good. We're good. Thank you.
You are such a party pooper.
Yeah, what's the label?
Thank you.
Oh,
All
let's get out
right.
of here, away from the phone.
All right. Thank you.
Baby, man.
So, Crow, do you have our big question now?
You got it. This week's question is, how do you know that God is always with you?
Oh, that's a great question. Boys and girls, do you hear that? How do you know that God is always with you? You know, instead of talking about it today in our groups like we normally do, we're just going to hear a Bible story that helps to answer this week's big question.
Sounds good to me. Bye.
Bye, Crow. All right, well, to help introduce our Bible story, let's bring out our good friend, Awesome Possum.
Hey, Fred! It's time for the Bible story. So, here's Bertie!
Say hi, Bernie!
Hello, Pastor Dave. Platypus. Hey, Awesome. Hey, Awesome. How do you fix a broken jack-o'-lantern?
Oh, I don't know.
You fix it with a pumpkin patch.
Oh, that was a real treat. Let's have another.
Okay.
I don't think so. You only get one joke per Sunday.
That's okay. But hey, Platty, I need some advice on something.
What do you need?
I was wondering, if I had a very athletic pumpkin, what should I call it?
Well, if you had a very athletic pumpkin, what should I call it? I have no idea. What would you call it?
I would call it a Jocko-lantern.
You snuck another joke in there. No more. Just get Pastor Dave's Bible.
All right, coming right up. Hang on. There you go, Pastor Dave.
Thank you, Bernie. Bernie, where is our Bible story from for today?
Well, today's Bible story comes from the book of Daniel. Boys and girls, do you know which part of the Bible the book of Daniel is in?
All right, if you think it's in the Old Testament, show me one. If you think it's in the New Testament, show me two. The book of Daniel.
If you have one finger up, you are correct. The book of Daniel is in the Old Testament. Well, enjoy your Bible story, and I will see you later. Bye, Pastor Dave. Have a great day, boys and girls. Bye-bye.
Awesome. All right. Well, boys and girls, what have we been talking about today? That who is always with us? God. But our big question was, how do we know that God is always with us? Well, one of the best ways that we know is because in the Bible, God promises He will be with us every day. And today we're going to hear a story how God was with someone in a very, very scary situation. Our story is about a man named Daniel. Raise your hand if you guys have heard the name Daniel before about the Bible. Yeah, good. Would our Daniel actor please come out? Daniel? Daniel?
Oh no. Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
There's Daniel. All right. Nothing like a quick costume change. All right. Daniel was a Jew living in the kingdom of Babylon. Daniel was very wise and was a helper to the king of Babylon, King Darius. Would King Darius please come out? Ah, very good. Darius liked Daniel very much. Why don't you give him a pat on the back there? There you go. He thought Daniel was very smart and very responsible. Because of all these things, he made Daniel his chief helper. He put Daniel in charge of all the other helpers and would listen to Daniel first whenever he had a problem. Unfortunately for Daniel, the king's other helpers did not like Daniel. Would the other helpers please come out? Oh, that's it. All right. The other helpers were very jealous of Daniel. They probably made mean faces behind his back at him. They wanted to get rid of him, so they came up with an evil plan. The other helpers came to the king and told the king, "Dear king, you are so wonderful. You are so smart. You should make a new law that for the next 30 days, everyone must pray to you and no one else. If anyone breaks this law, they should be thrown into a den full of lions." The king thought it was a good idea, and he decided to make it into a new law. Now, boys and girls, do you think this law was a problem for Daniel? It was, because Daniel loved God. He would only pray to God, not to the king. Do you think Daniel was going to stop praying to God because of the new law? What do you think? No. This was not a fair law, and Daniel refused to obey it. Instead, he continued to pray to God. One day, while Daniel was praying, the king's other helpers saw him. They were so excited. They knew that their evil plan had worked. They grabbed Daniel and took him to the king. It was a long trip. The helpers told the king that Daniel had been praying to God and had broken the new law. The king knew he had been tricked. But even the king had to obey his own law. So the king ordered that Daniel be thrown into a den of hungry lions. The helpers were so excited. They ran off making plans to take over Daniel's job and to share his 401k among themselves. Before Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, King Darius told Daniel, "I hope your God will save you." Then the king had Daniel sealed inside the lion's den so he could not escape, and the king, in sadness, left Daniel. The lions in the lion's den were hungry and ferocious. Would our lion please come out? You are a lion?
That's right. I'm hungry.
Don't take this personally, but I think the lions in the story are a lot bigger than you.
It's not the size of the lion in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the lion. Meow!
Right. But let's see if we can get something a little more realistic and a bigger lion. Sorry.
You're lucky I'm a nice lion or I'd eat you.
Okay, all right. Let's try this one more time. Sorry about that, boys and girls. Would our lion please come out? You're the lions?
Yeah.
Boys and girls, do those look like lions to you? Is this as good as we're getting?
Yeah.
Ah, great. All right. So, the lions, are you hungry, lion, dinosaur, gorillas?
Very hungry. I can eat a human right now if I want to.
I'm sure you could. And you're not lion. All right, yeah, okay, all right. We'll work with it. All right, the lions were hungry. They were ferocious. That's not a lion noise. No. All right. But boys and girls, as hungry and ferocious and weird as those lions were, was God with Daniel? Yes, he was. And although it was dark and probably very scary in that lion's den, God was there with Daniel. Lions are powerful animals, but who's more powerful? God. And during the night, God sent his angel to be with Daniel and keep him safe.
Hey, lion! Don't you dare eat this guy. God is with him, don't you know?
Can't argue with Bob.
Yeah, I think the lions decided they'd rather have a salad instead. All right, thank you, Angel.
Let's eat salad.
All right. The next day, the king hurried to the lion's den. Come on in, king. Watch your step. The king had not slept all night because he was so worried about Daniel. The king called to Daniel, "Daniel, has your God saved you from the lions or whatever weird animals are down there?"
Yep.
The enthusiasm, Daniel, is amazing. Let's try it again. Daniel responded, "Yes."
Yes!
That's better. "My God sent his angel to protect me. I have not been harmed." The king was overjoyed. Overjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
He brought Daniel out of the lion's den, and then he ordered the bad helpers that had tricked him and tried to have Daniel thrown into the lion's den. He ordered them to be in the lion's den, and the lions were very excited.
Yeah!
Then the king made a new law that everyone was now to honor and respect Daniel's God, which is our God, the one who kept Daniel safe and the God who is always with us. Let's give our actors a big hand. Good job. Thank you very much. All right, Platty, do we have anything else?
Yes, to help us remember our Bible story, let's bring out Haru the kangaroo for the happy day of the day.
All right, do we have Haru? Come on out, Haru. All right. All right, let's all stand up today. We're just going to do it quick because we got some things. Let's all say hi, Haru.
Hi, Haru.
All right, and let's read our good day of the day right up on the screen. No matter where I go, God is always with me. Can we say bye, Haru? Bye. All right, you guys can sit down. All right. Well, Platty, before we finish today, we need our power verse of the day from the Bible. Oh, wait a minute. Do you guys want to see if Grumpy Grampy is going to bring the power verse in?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Let me find out where he is. Hey, Unicorn Man!
Yeah, what do you want now?
Hey, Grumpy Grampy, do you have the power verse of the day?
I do.
Will you share it with us?
I will. But first, I want this platypus to compliment my costume.
Oh,
What? I can't do that.
Platty, say something nice about Grumpy Grampy's costume.
Okay, fine. Grumpy Grampy, you don't look nearly as grumpy wearing that costume.
That'll do. Okay. Boys and girls, which group thinks that my unicorn is really cool? I need the first kindergarten and first grader.
I'll be right here. Let's see. We have a kindergarten and first grader. Come on up. Come on up. All right. Come on up if you're. All right. Let's read our power verse. It says, "For he is the living God, and he will endure forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed, and his rule will never end." Daniel chapter 6, verse 26. Thanks, Brandon. Give that to your class. All right. Well, thank you, Grumpy Grampy.
Oh, whatever. I'm gonna go take a nap.
See you later, Grumpy Grampy. Be sure to ride off on your unicorn into the sunset.
Don't listen to him, Rainbow. You are a majestic animal.
All right. We say bye, Grumpy Grampy. All right, well, boys and girls, thank you for listening so well. What we're going to do in just a minute, don't move yet, is you're going to get into your groups with your teachers. And for all the parents, you are welcome to go with the groups. And if your kids don't have a group, you just follow along with whatever group you'd like. Teachers just kind of assemble. You have a schedule, teachers, on where you're supposed to go. But before you do that, I have one more thing. This year, for Kidtricity, we're going to be doing the Operation Christmas Child shoeboxes. So if you would like to take a shoebox, fill it up and bring it back so that we can send it to a kid far overseas who's not going to get any Christmas presents, I would ask that you come up, have your parent come up, and I will give you as many boxes as you would like.